China's green tech revolution. From environmental crisis to global climate leadership. In the early 2000s, China's cities were cloaked in a toxic haze, their skylines obscured by smog so thick it blotted out the sun. Rivers ran black with industrial waste, and the country's reliance on coal-fired power plants made it the world's largest emitter of carbon dioxide, responsible for over 27% of global emissions by 2019. Yet, within 2 decades, China has orchestrated one of the most dramatic environmental turnarounds in history. Today, it is the undisputed leader in renewable energy, producing 80% of the world's solar panels, 60% of its lithium batteries, and half of its wind turbines. This transformation, from a nation synonymous with pollution to a green tech titan, is a story of strategic ambition, technological ingenuity, and paradoxes that defy Western stereotypes. The turning point: crisis as catalyst. The urgency of China's Green Revolution was born from a public health emergency. In 2013, Beijing's Air Quality Index, AQI, hit 945, over 16 times the World Health Organization's safe limit, sparking nationwide protests and global condemnation. A landmark study by The Lancet that year attributed 1.2 million premature deaths in China to air pollution, forcing the government to declare a war on pollution. This policy shift marked the beginning of a $1 trillion investment in renewable energy, stricter emission standards, and a state-backed drive to dominate the global green tech market. By 2023, China's urban air quality had improved by 50%, a testament to the efficacy of its top-down environmental policies. Solar supremacy, powering the planet. China's solar energy boom is a masterclass in industrial strategy. In 2000, the country produced just 1% of global solar panels. Today it manufactures 80%, with companies like Jinko Solar and Longi Green Energy leading the market. The Tengger Desert Solar Park in Ningxia, a sprawling 100 square kilometre installation, generates 1.5 gigawatts GW of electricity, enough to power 1 million homes. By 2023, China's solar capacity reached 450 gigawatt, triple that of the United States, and accounted for 15% of its electricity mix. This dominance stems from meticulous control of the supply chain. China produces 70% of the world's polysilicon, the raw material for solar panels, and has driven down costs through economies of scale. A 2022 study in Nature Energy found that solar energy costs in China fell by 89% between 2009 and 2021, making it cheaper than coal in most provinces. Innovations like PERC, passivated emitter rear cell technology, which boosts panel efficiency to 24%, and floating solar farms, such as the 200 megawatt plant in Anhui, built on flooded coal mines, highlight China's ability to turn environmental challenges into opportunities. Wind energy, harnessing the breeze. China's wind sector is equally formidable. With 428 GW of installed capacity in 2023, it dwarfs the US, 146 GW, in Germany, 66 GW. The Gansu Wind Farm, a network of turbines in the Gobi Desert, aims to generate 20 GW by 2025, equivalent to 20 nuclear reactors. But the real innovation lies in grid management. To address renewable energy's intermittency, China built ultra-high voltage UHV transmission lines that transport electricity over 3,000 kilometers with 98% efficiency. These lines now deliver 7% of the country's power, reducing wind and solar curtailment, wasted energy, from 17% in 2016 to 3% in 2023. Electric vehicles, driving the future. China's EV revolution is reshaping global automotive markets. In 2009, the country produced fewer than 500 EVs. By 2023, it manufactured 7 million, capturing 60% of the global market. BYD, now the world's largest EV maker, sold 2.3 million units in 2023, surpassing Tesla. Startups like NIO and XPeng are challenging Western automakers with AI-driven features and battery swap technology that completes a recharge in 3 minutes. This dominance is underpinned by control over 85% of the lithium-ion battery supply chain. CATL, the world's largest battery firm, produces 37% of EV batteries and has pioneered advancements like the Kilin battery, which offers 1,000 km of range and 80% charge in 10 minutes. China's EVs are 30% cheaper than Western models, thanks to state subsidies and vertical integration. Shenzhen, the first city with a fully electric bus fleet, 16,000 buses, cuts CO2 emissions by 1.35 million tonnes annually, a model now replicated globally. Carbon neutrality, a 2060 vision. In 2020, President Xi Jinping pledged China would achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. Skeptics questioned the feasibility for a nation reliant on coal, which still supplies 56% of its energy. Yet China's policies suggest serious commitment. Carbon trading. Launched in 2021, its emissions trading scheme, ETS, covers 4.5 billion tonnes of CO2 annually. A 2023 science study found it reduced power sector emissions by 3.8%. Hydrogen economy. State-owned Sinopec plans to build 1,000 hydrogen refueling stations by 2030, investing $4.6 billion in production. Nuclear expansion. With 55 reactors operational and 20 under construction, China aims to triple nuclear capacity by 2050. Green cities. Urban labs for sustainability. China's cities are testing grounds for cutting-edge sustainability. Shenzhen's electric buses and taxis cut emissions by 1.35 million tonnes annually. Nanjing's vertical forest skyscrapers, designed by Stefano Boeri, absorb 25 tonnes of CO2 yearly via 1,000 trees and 2,500 shrubs. Sponge cities like Wuhan use permeable pavements and green roofs to manage floodwaters, reducing climate-related disasters. The dark side. Coal and contradictions. Despite its progress, China remains the world's largest coal consumer. In 2023, it built 38 gigawatts of new coal plants, citing energy security. A 2022 Carbon Brief report found 20% of its emissions stem from manufacturing goods for export. Xinjiang produces 45% of global polysilicon. Why this matters globally? China's green tech revolution is reshaping global markets. Its solar panels power California homes, its batteries fuel European EVs, and its innovations could determine if the world meets the Paris Agreement goals. For Western audiences, this challenges stereotypes of China as a mere imitator. It underscores the duality of a nation driving decarbonisation while navigating geopolitical and ethical tensions. China's journey from smog to solar supremacy is a blueprint for reconciling growth with sustainability. Yet its reliance on coal and opaque supply chains remind us that progress is fragile. As climate change accelerates, China's role as a green tech leader will test the world's ability to collaborate, a challenge as urgent as the crisis itself. Solar energy, beyond panels. China's solar dominance extends beyond manufacturing. In 2023, it invested $83 billion in solar R&D, funding breakthroughs like perovskite solar cells, which could double panel efficiency. The country's Solar for All initiative aims to install 50 gigawatts of rooftop solar by 2025, reducing household energy costs by 30%. Rural areas like Zhejiang province now use solar-powered irrigation systems, cutting diesel use by 40%. While onshore wind thrives, China is also betting on offshore turbines. In 2023, it installed 6 gigawatts of offshore wind capacity, surpassing the UK as the global leader. The Jiangsu offshore wind farm generates 2.4 gigawatts, enough to power 2.5 million homes. Floating turbines in Guangdong province, designed to withstand typhoons, signal China's ambition to harness wind in deeper waters. EV ecosystem, beyond cars. China's EV revolution includes electric buses, 98% of global sales, trucks, and even cargo ships. The world's first electric cargo ship, the Zhongtian E-Power, launched in 2023, reducing Yangtze River emissions by 20%. Battery swapping networks with 10,000 stations nationwide address charging anxiety, while EVs integrated with AI and 5G enable autonomous driving and smart grid interaction. Carbon trading, a work in progress. China's ETS, though promising, faces challenges. Carbon prices hover around $10 per tonne, far below the EU's $90, limiting incentives for decarbonisation. However, a 2023 amendment plans to include steel and cement sectors by 2025, covering 70% of industrial emissions. China's green bond market, the world's second largest, issued $120 billion in 2023, funding projects from reforestation to smart grids. The People's Bank of China introduced a carbon reduction tool, offering low-interest loans for green tech, unlocking $150 billion in private investment. Under the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, China funds solar farms in Pakistan, wind parks in Kazakhstan, and EV charging networks in Southeast Asia. A 2023 pledge to stop financing overseas coal plants aligns BRI with climate goals, though concerns persist about greenwashing in projects like Laos's hydropower dams. Young Chinese are driving a sustainability movement. Apps like Ant Forest, used by 600 million people, reward low-carbon actions, e.g. biking, with virtual trees that become real saplings. Plant-based diets, promoted by startups like Green Monday, reduce meat consumption linked to 14.5% of global emissions. China's green tech revolution is a story of contradictions. A nation that built its economy on coal now leads in renewables, a centralised state enabling decentralised innovation, and a global polluter-turned-climate solutions provider. For the West, this challenges assumptions about China's role in the climate fight. As the world races to avert catastrophe, China's blend of ambition and pragmatism offers lessons and warnings on the path to sustainability.
Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It's one of the best ways to help more people see this content. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So leave a comment below and join the conversation about today's topic. Your engagement and support mean everything to me and make it possible for me to create more impactful content that aims to bring the world closer together. If you'd like to take it a step further, you can support the channel directly through the link in the description. Every bit of support helps this community grow and fuels the mission to make a difference. Thank you for being such an important part of this journey.